So it's a nice warm day. It's been pretty warm the last few days. But these birds are being really talkative. I just figured I'd make a video. I've been studying a lot because I have my lab midterm for my anatomy class tomorrow. I'm feeling pretty confidently about a lot of this stuff. I've been studying well before this point. I've just been kind of studying everything gradually, practicing writing things down, writing down the words, because that's what I have to do on the midterm and the final. So that's what I've been doing. But yeah, I'm just ready for warmer weather. I'm ready to do more things. I think it's mostly going to be warmer. It's going to be a little cooler, I think, tomorrow and Tuesday, but nothing like we've had before. I'm really just trying to enjoy the journey that is life. I've struggled a lot with a lot of different areas, but I think the thing that I'm coming to terms with is that, I still have things in my life that I am very blessed to have. I have things that that other people that might not have. And, it's easy when you're in a low state. It's easy to feel like you're the only person who's struggling, or you think, oh, well, I just have everything the worst. Because that's often how I feel, just in my whole family line. I just always feel like I'm the one with the most problems. I'm the one who just struggles the most. But I know there's a lot of other people in life they have things way worse. And it's not necessarily always helpful when I'm trying to express my issues and concerns with life, and other people say that. I know it's true, but I don't know. I guess it's about having perspective, because there's always somebody who's going to be better off than you, and there's always going to be someone worse off than you. That's the thing I just try to keep remembering. Yeah, the job thing still hasn't worked out, but at this point, I really just want to focus on finishing my school this semester, finishing my prereq classes, and then maybe I can focus more on the job thing. I would really like to get something during my little gap period. I'm kind of going to be taking a little gap period, because I still have to take an exam to get into the program that I want to get into, along with finishing these prereq classes. But I just don't feel like I would perform the best if I try to study for that test while I'm already in the middle of doing Anatomy 2. I just don't think that would happen. So I'm just kind of taking more time. I'm just going to take a little break, hopefully try to work and study. I'll study when I'm not working. But if I really could get a job after I'm done with this semester, like May, and just work really the next year and save up, that would just help my peace of mind. Because if I take the test next spring and I get into that program for the next fall, I'm not doing it this year, but next year, I will be booked up. I won't have any time I really won't have time for another job. And even if I did, it would be a very small part-time. I could probably only do stuff on the weekends. And I know part of me is probably just going to want to enjoy whatever little downtime I have because I'm going to be so busy. But, I'm not there yet. I'm just trying to focus on one thing at a time. Again, it's the journey, it's not the destination. I think so often in life we're always focused on like getting to the next point or getting to X, whatever X may represent, whether it means I want to have this number in my bank financially, or I want to have this done, or I want to have this job, or because that's the culture we live in. It's just all about accomplishments and accolades and bettering yourself and getting to the next level. But when you're just constantly chasing the next thing, and then the next thing, you never can be satisfied for the things that you might have in the moment. And I just don't want to take those things for granted. I know I often have. But, right now for me, the most important things are my family, finishing this semester of school, my friends, the people in church that I'm connected with. I don't want to take those things for granted because I've seen a lot of things, and, people will, tomorrow isn't promised. People might die. Somebody in your life you might have today and they might die tomorrow. And if I'm just so constantly fixated on the next thing or reaching this next goalpost, I'm not saying, don't have goals and don't have ambitions. I'm not saying that, but if that's like all you focus on, it kind of blinds you, what's right in front of you. And I know that's an area I've really struggled in my life. I've really struggled either just fretting or fearing the future, or kind of just beating myself up for my past, or, well, I should have done this, or why didn't I do this, or, it's just shame and regret about the past, really, and then just constant fear and anxiety about the uncertainty of the future. That I don't live in the present, I don't live in the now, and it's like a muscle. I have to work it. It's like when you go to the gym and you first start working out, and you're trying to build muscle, you're trying to get in better shape, and it's always going to be really hard at first, but you have to keep working it. You have to have endurance. But I'm just trying. This is an area of my life I want to be better at. I want to, not that I'm going to completely not think about the future or look back on the past at times, but I just want to be able to enjoy the moments and never let anything slip by and unrecognized. Because that's easy to do. That's really, really easy to do. I love this rocking. Unrelated note, I really love this rocking chair. I love chairs where I can just rock. It's very relaxing to me. But we all live different lives. We all have different trajectories, and we all have different speeds and paces. It's still hard for me at times. I still want to compare myself to others who are around my age, or some people even younger than me who are doing more or are further along or whatever. I mean, it's still easy to kind of fall into that trap of comparing myself, but I'm trying really hard to combat that and fight that. Okay, that's their life, that's not yours. That's their, just because they're on that speed doesn't mean I need to be on that speed. I mean, it's hard because it's you get people commenting all the time, or you get people saying things, and they're just everybody wants to have their own opinions or judgments or thoughts on about others, and it's like, you know, I can't control that, and I know that's going to be a part of life, but I have to just learn to not take that so seriously to heart. Does it suck, you know, hearing these things from certain people sometimes? Yes, but at the end of the day, I can't control anyone else except for myself. That's all I can do. But anyways, I think I've said everything I wanted to say. Y'all just enjoy your life as much as you can. Don't take for granted the things that you have. Yes, you know, we can still acknowledge our struggles and our challenges, but it's good to just have some gratitude and recognize the things that are going well in your life. It's like, count your blessings. Just count your blessings, because you never know when something, you know, traumatic or something big is going to just happen and change your life forever. I've seen a lot of people, I know a lot of people who've like lost people very close to them, and I think that's part of also too what's kind of made me just really kind of sit back and reflect, and made me realize, you know, I haven't really been appreciating everything that I do have, you know, because, you know, I've been on this earth 28 going on 29 years, and I still have like all my really close family. I haven't lost anyone. Well, okay, I've lost my dad's father, my paternal grandfather, but we weren't like super close, so I mean, his death did affect me, but it didn't, like, I wasn't really depressed or really distraught or upset about it, but I know that there's other people that when they do die, I will, but for right now, I still have them, and I have to be thankful that I still have them, and I'm just trying to show gratitude, even though a lot of my life is still kind of in shambles and struggling right now. I have to focus. I can't ignore the positives. But anyways, I'm going to end it here. I hope you guys are doing okay.